There is a brutal truth that you need to face right now. You can be the hardest worker in the room. You can save every single penny. You can say no to every party. You can drive that old, beat-up car. But after 5 years of grinding, there is a high chance you will still be poor. Sounds impossible, right? But it's just math. The financial system is designed in a way where 90% of people quit right before they touch the golden key to wealth. They give up right at the doorstep of paradise. Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett's right-hand man, once said something that defines this entire game. The first $100,000 is a bitch, but you got to do it. He didn't say it was hard. He didn't say it was challenging. He called it a bitch. He used the strongest word possible to describe how cruel and exhausting it really is. Welcome back to Mark Invests. In this video, no fluff. I'm going to use cold, hard math to prove why the early years feel so hopeless. And more importantly, I'm going to give you the map to escape this valley of death. If you feel stuck financially, this video is for you. Let me describe exactly what this feels like, because I have been there. You've been investing for 3 years. You put in $500 a month. That is real sacrifice. While your friends are checking in at luxury resorts or buying new cars, you are driving an old wreck. You check your portfolio. It says $42,000. You do the mental math. At this rate, it will take 4 more years just to hit $100,000. Total of 7 years just for that? It feels hopeless. But here's the secret nobody tells you. That feeling is a bug in your human brain. Our brains evolved to think linearly. 1 + 1 = 2. If you hunt for 1 hour, you get 1 deer. That is linear thinking. But compound interest works exponentially. The first stage, from $0 to $100,000, I call it the valley of death. The curve is flat. Your money isn't working yet. You are doing 95% of the heavy lifting. You are trying to race a plane. That is still heavy on the runway. It's slow. It's loud. It shakes. But once that plane leaves the ground, nothing can catch it. Let's look at the cold, hard math. Because numbers don't lie. Imagine you start from 0. You invest $500 a month, 10% return. Stage 1. From $0 to $100,000. Time required 7 years and 5 months. That is 89 months of grinding. Here is the painful truth. You contributed almost half the money yourself. You are still doing half the work. But now, watch what happens. Stage 2. From $100,000 to $200,000. Time required, only 3 years and 8 months. The time is cut in half. Why? Because now you have an army of dollar soldiers working for you 24/7. Your money generated 3 times more than you contributed. Stage 3. The velocity. $200,000 to $300,000. 2 years. And when you go from $900,000 to $1 million, it takes just 13 months. Think about that. The same $100,000 value, the first time, took you 7.5 years of blood and tears. The last time took you 1 year of sleeping. This is what we call escape velocity. Year 1, you do 95% of the work. Year 30, your money does 95% of the work. But remember Munger's warning, you cannot skip to year 30. There are no shortcuts. People talk about money, but at Mark Invests, we talk about mindset. Because the first $100,000 changes your financial DNA. First, the real money effect. When you have $10,000, your brain sees a motorcycle. When you have $30,000, your brain sees a wedding or a trip to Europe. But when you hit six figures, $100,000, a switch flips in your brain. You stop seeing toys to buy. You start seeing capital. You get addicted to building, not spending. Second, volatility becomes your friend. A 2% market jump on $100,000 is $2,000. That is a month of salary for many people. For the first time, you feel the power of being a capitalist. You make money while you sleep. Third, and most importantly, core confidence. Most of us are taught that wealth is luck, that the system is rigged. But when you build that first $100,000 from zero, you destroy that belief. You prove to yourself, I can do this. I control this game. This shift from employee to owner is priceless. Now, let's look at the dark side. What happens if you fail? What happens if you never cross that barrier? According to these statistics, the median retirement balance for Americans aged 55 to 64 is only $185,000. Remember that number, $185,000. These people worked for 40 years. Millions of dollars passed through their hands, but they kept almost nothing. Why? Because they got stuck forever in the flat part of the curve. They started, then stopped. They bought the car. They took the trip. They killed the goose before it laid the golden egg. With $185,000 at age 60, do you know what your income is? Using the 4% rule, that is $600 a month. $600. That is not retirement. That is survival. That is poverty. That is depending on your children or the government. Is that how you want to end your story? If the answer is no, you must declare war on the first $100,000 today. Don't just sit there and worry. Action is the antidote to despair. To hit $100,000 fast, we need a total war mindset. Forget the 10% rule. We need more. Strategy. Number 1, optimize the gap. Stop asking me which stock to buy to get 1% extra return. Instead, look at your vampire costs, the subscriptions you don't use, the expensive coffee every day, the upgrades to impress people you don't like. Kill them all. In the early years, savings rate matters 10 times more than ROI. Strategy number 2, income offense. You cannot save your way to rich if you earn peanuts. Savings have a limit. Income is unlimited. Learn high-value skills. Work overtime. Start a side hustle. A high earner hits $100,000 twice as fast. Strategy number 3, aggressive allocation. You are young. Your enemy is not the stock market crash. Your enemy is inflation. Don't hide in cash. Go heavy into stocks. Yes, it is scary. Yes, it is volatile. But it is the only vehicle fast enough to get you to the moon. Strategy number 4, time. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. I want to leave you with one image. Imagine a giant, heavy, steel flywheel weighing 5,000 pounds. The first stage, from $0 to $100,000. You are pushing this wheel with all your might. You push and push. It barely moves an inch. Your muscles scream. You are sweating. It feels like wasted effort. This is where most people quit. But if you keep pushing, something magical happens. 1 turn, 2 turns, 10 turns. Momentum kicks in. Eventually, The wheel is spinning so fast, it generates its own power. You can stop pushing, and it keeps spinning. That is financial freedom. Charlie Munger was right. The first $100,000 is a bitch. It will test your discipline to the breaking point. But on the other side of that wall is a new mathematical reality where money becomes your slave. So, here's my final question for you. Will you suffer for 5 years to be free for the rest of your life, or will you choose comfort now and suffer for 40 years? The choice is yours. If this video woke you up, smash that like button, subscribe to Mark Invests for more hard truths. I am Mark. See you at the top.